Okay, welcome back. This is a video about material optimizing. So in my office, for some reason they buy a monitor that does not have a VESA mount. So let me find an image. VESA mounting. Yes, image. Okay, the VESA mounting is the 4 holes over here. Open in a new tab. Sorry, I'm still a bit sick. So the 4 holes over here, that is standardized for like TVs, monitors, my 32-inch monitor, 27-inch. So they have this thing to standardize the mounting that you can use with a variety of mounting solution. You can mount it to the wall like this one. You can mount it on your table like I did. You can use some creative stuff. So like this person is mounting an NUC, I believe, to the VESA mount. So overall, I need that. We need that VESA mount to secure the monitor higher. But there are some monitor that does not have the VESA mount, and there are 2 solutions for me. The first one is to just stack a bunch of books and call it a day, which like oh, so sorry, which it will works. I guarantee that. Of course, a bunch of books stacked on top of each other will work, but where is the fun in that, right? So I want to make something that is not only serve the function of like holding up so this is like the fit of the monitor, the stand of the monitor, this right here. So I made a cutout so the fit can slot into. I already made some dimension change before this, but we don't care about that. Now let's do some research, right? We should always start with the research to know what we are dealing with. So I will look for monitor shelf. Okay, there is a lot of option. Of course, we cannot have the beautifully made wood setup, and this thing is pretty low, to be honest. This is assuming that the monitor is already at a good level. But in the workplace, I have a laptop screen over here, so I want this thing higher, right? Okay, that one, right? So we want it high, and we want it to be able to store some stuff. Yeah, so store something inside it, not just a dumb shelf. What can we go with this? I don't want to spend like it took after I sliced this model, it took a whole day to print. So like over 24 hours to print this model. The walls are 3mm thick. So here is what I am proposing to improve the material usage. Okay, the first one is to reduce the thickness of the wall. So we're going to literally cut the corners and cut the walls to make it thinner, and yep, maybe optimize a little bit so we use less material. That is the first approach. Okay, that's the first approach. The second is to perform a bunch of cuts, because this is the plane that I will print it like this, so that when the force of the monitor apply in this direction, the whole thing kind of bulges out, and the layer lines are in the direction of the force, if that makes sense. Wait, does that even make sense? So like, if we minimize the, to be honest, I think this thing is good either way. The monitor is not that heavy, and structurally it isn't that weak for now. So what can we do? I want to maintain the height of the design. Okay, I'm trying to brainstorm some stuff. Maybe I can, you know what, let's just do it. Let's not overthink it, right? So draw our pockets, right? I'm gonna try to punch it a little bit deeper, so it is offset to face. Let's go with a smaller offset. Okay, doesn't seem to work. Oh, okay, it does work. So because this is the operation, this is the sketch plane, you can see right here. This is the sketch, the blue outline, and it will pocket, it will carve through over here. And I have set, I think the scaling sucks, I'm sorry for that. I don't think you can see very well. Okay, noted. And offset to face, so like that, but minus 1 millimeter, maybe 2 is good. Yeah, so it will cut up to that face minus 2 millimeter. And while we are at it, I will change the dimension of this. So instead of 3, dang, I should have set something a bit easier to adjust. To okay, I feel like I am really stupid for setting this thing like here, like this. Should just delete that and set this line and this line to be tangent. Okay, that doesn't look no. Okay, I think this will work. So set it like tangent, like that. To this one also 2. Because a lot of the thing here are set to be symmetrical. I don't think we'll encounter such a problem. And the pockets here serve as storage. Yeah. Okay. Because I think the back plane over here serves an important purpose to prevent the whole thing, the whole box, from bulging out like this. That is one of the approach. Okay, I can make it. How can I change this one? I want it to be a bit secure, so I like to have the lip like this. Yeah. Okay, I think we got the first step done, right? Now I want to cut some slot into it to see how much it can hold. But first I think we should export the model. So Control E, Software Office version 3.1, the shelf, thinner walls. 1 second while I open this up. F like this. 0.2 strength, a couple more walls. I think 3 walls is good. hexagon is the pentagon, slice. Okay, still one day, so the problem is definitely in the vertical plane. I'm seeing that I don't really need that much space there, so that is something to be considered. Okay, good, we're making progress now, right? Okay, the problem is that it is too tall. Yeah, so what can I do about it? Why do I have some sort of stupid idea right now? What if instead of making the entire shelf rigid, I address the root of the problem? So, like, of course, it's still going to. Oh wait, it costs significantly less plastic, but okay. We got some progress. So I was thinking, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to get rid of the fillet. Oh no. Delete. So are there any datum plane on this one? No. So let's create one. Like, I'm trying to envision the direction that we are working. Maybe first I should address the material cost over here. So this sketch will be extruded downward, right? Okay, I think the problem is with this one right here. So I cannot make the monitor lower because I need that overall height. I'm sorry, oh my god, the framing is terrible, sorry. So I cannot make it shorter because I do need that overall height. I can definitely utilize more space for the drawer pockets right here. So instead of 20 millimeter, I am thinking something in the line of 15. Let's go for it. Close. And like, how much can I push it? Let's fuck around and find out. No. Okay, 17 is 17. Right, front, top, and right. Now we have rear. Rear is number 4. Okay. Let's go for 13. Close the sketch. Boom, still fits. Okay, I really need to push it. Maybe 10. Okay, 10 is 10 is definitely too much. So let's work it back. No, definitely gonna be 11 first. Okay, now we have 1 millimeter, and with 12 we're going to have 2 millimeter of wall height for that one. Nice. And because, as you can see in the sketch, all these things are reference to the outside of the geometry, so I don't need to manually adjust. It will automatically adapt to the external geometry that I made. I really should do something about the tiny size of this. But in my point of view, this thing doesn't look that bad because I want to focus on like the sketching. I don't want too much clutter in my view. That's why I even eliminated the unit. But yeah, we got that one, and I think it will going to take us a day to get rid of that. Now let's move on to the next step. Move it like this. Create a datum plane. Let's call it the left F2 for renaming, left plane. Not the most creative naming convention, but it will do for now. Select this one, press S to create a sketch on it, like so. Okay, GX to toggle external geometry. I will just do it like so. I may try to do other side as well. Okay, now we are going to try to cut a big ass hole into this thing. Maybe 2 holes, like good ventilation. Yeah, let's cut some holes into this because it will be printed in this way, right? So let's try to make some what kind of geometry is best for when we're doing, because if we make something like a completely horizontal cut like this one, the section over here, this line will sag and like having a lot of stringing, look kind of ugly. But maybe I can do a triangle. We don't have a triangle, but we can easily make it. That's a good possible. So like G multiple, so like G multiple and make a big ass triangle, like horizontal please. I'll say there's vertical one. So like so like print. The overhang is gonna be minimal, and maybe I can do this to make it not so weak. Yeah, like I definitely can make some cutout to significantly reduce the printing time, but at some point we need to decide whether it is worth it or not. So deriving from the rectangular idea before, we can make something like this and then make another triangle on top of that. Which I don't think is a bad idea at all. Okay, let's give it a go. The name of the channel is Fuck Around and Find Out, not sit around and contemplate your existential crisis. Okay, so one up here should be good. One somewhere here. Maybe here is good. Yeah, let's go for that. G and GL, I'm gonna try to make a normal line. A line like this one. This line will coincide with this line, so we can have symmetry. These 2 points will be symmetric to the center line. Nice, now they are moving together. Because this one is constrained over here. And let's give it the distance from here 2mm. Is 2mm too thin? Oof. Wow. I think we should give it more. So like 2mm. It will do, but oof. You know, it may be some. It may be interesting to see how it turns out. Because I am not having a lot of confidence in this design, to be frank. But let's go for it. It is already constrained, so shift extrude and through all. So like I'm gonna toji the thing. Boom. Big asshole over here. And let's I think we should do some force analysis in the future because I'm basically eyeballing it right now. But okay, force come in. Gonna be pretty fucking heavy. Hope this wall will stand. And it does not look very good, to be honest. And it is offset from okay. We need to make some adjustment, but and I really don't want to get rid of the center walls like that. Okay, change the plan. We need to create not this line. We will not use this line as a reference. Turn off the X-ray with this button so we can view the inside. GX and select this line over here and why can't I select it? Okay, I can select the top line but not the bottom line. Okay, finally. Clunky UI is killing me, to be honest. And we will okay, shift and right arrow. Nice. Keyboard shortcut. It makes all the difference. Now I want to create a cutout, but not with just a triangle. So GM, 1 point here, 1 point here, GN, 1 point here, 1 point here, 1 over here, 1 over here. Okay, the two are two are constrained. All right. Let's GX. Let's give it some more constraint instead of just eyeballing it. You know. Yeah, I think it is much better practice than winging. Let's delete a couple things. We destroy and we will rebuild. GM, starting from here all the way to this corner, all the way up here, and all the way down here. This point and this purple line will coincide. My God, I don't know if it is OBS, but I can barely see anything on the OBS screen right now. Okay, close. The cut is much better looking, and yeah, it is much better looking now. Very stylized cut. And we need to do something about cutting into the important bits. So let's do a cut from the two side, so that okay, this is very technical one. So let me try this. So change it back to dimension. Just need 2 millimeter to punch through the walls, just like this one. So punch through the outer walls and retain the internal shelving like this. Yeah, through wall doesn't look too bad to be honest. The shelving, the upper shelving definitely lost quite a bit of functionality. Okay, let's call it that. Let's call it so we do have some this is pathetic, to be honest. This is very pathetic shelving. I don't like this design. And let's go back. Make a hexagon. I don't want to compromise too much on the structure of this thing. How about we do this? Eliminate the middle line. Shouldn't have done that. Could just turn it into a construction line and then use GM to create another constraint over it. Stupid me. GN, we have to remember that. Go back to sketching line. What is the problem this time? Okay, no problem. Stick it in. GM. How about now? I will spare that middle wall like that. The backspace will not be dark at all. Thinking it, I'm trying to make it positive. Okay, let's try to export this thing. Okay, 18 hours, still a lot, still not better than the 1 day. But as you can see, we have resolved some problem before. In yeah, we got a much closer, much better space saving in this area. I have some worries that it will not be able to print stably and very stable because of the cutout in the base. I should have just rotated maybe. And then I would just have the same problem. The problem is still that the model is too high to print. I can cut it in 2 parts, but that is basically cheating. And where is the engineering like intuitiveness in that, right? Where's the fun? But that is as much as I have been. I think that's one of the best I can make with this thing. So we are saving from over 700, 900 grams. I think it resembles somewhat 900 grams of plastic to 562 grams of plastic. Pretty big improvement in my book, and a significant reduction in print time due to the cuts that we have made, the subtle optimization in the process. Of course, with fillet, it will take up a bit more space, but I don't think the fillet at a corner over here will take any time. So what if I can shave it down here, like just right here, 17 hours. So like I save an entire hour just by saving this section, because printing the walls is much slower than printing the infill. Okay. I think that is it for the videos today. Now I do have some other idea. Of course, I won't print this thing. It is not a good use of resource in my book. I think we should strive for something better, you know. Okay. Let's check this one out. So how do I code it? We're going to look at a couple of monitor, not stand, I shouldn't use those stand, base. So let's see what Google Images will bring. Stuff like this. Oh sorry, okay, the one in the company is a bit like this one, like the one over here, the one over far. So it is basically a bare frame to save weight. And okay. Let's see, how can I sketch this one out? Okay, can I get a pen? Markup? Yeah, okay, nice. Wonderful. Alright. Now, I have an idea that instead of making an entire base and make sure that base is also functional, we can try to create some compromise, right? So what I have in mind is a bit of a tripod approach. So we have something a bit like, okay, I'm trying to make sure that the monitor doesn't fall over. Of course we'll have like a C clamp. It will go under, and that's not how you draw something. Remove ink stroke, yes. So imagine this is clamp, yep, and beep 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 beep, and goes up, and it go, yep, this part goes up. Make it solid color, and this part will basically have a leg down here. Alright, okay, I think I have an idea. So I'll try to bring a caliper and measure the dimension of the feet. It is one approach that we'll just need to print the 3 prongs that hold up the monitor. So we have like 3 prongs over here that is latched into the underside, and it will hold up the feet of the monitor. Doesn't sound so secure, I know. And another approach is to basically use the same cutout like this one, but instead of creating a gigantic box to print, we'll just design some legs that we can yeah, so select some legs that we can print on. So like the skeleton, the cube, not the cube, but just the how is it called, the edges, not the vertex. The side is the face, is the vertex, this is the edge. So like we only print the edge of this thing, and it will definitely save quite a lot of material for us. Alright, we got a plan. Let's get to it. Unfortunately I cannot continue because I need to take some measurement, but I think this will do for now. So remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begin with a single step. So stay tuned for my next step. Thank you for watching, everyone. Stay safe, and stay healthy.